All right, guys, I am back with a brand new box office update for this past weekend, which was Labor Day weekend. And you will have seen a lot of disinformation out there online talking about how horrible, The Equalizer 3 premiered and how little it made, and that this weekend was a bust. But what a lot of places won't tell you is this is one of the better Labor Day weekends that we have seen in a very long time. And The Equalizer 3 actually debuted with, it was in par with the other two films. So it was by no means a disaster. And we're going to take a look at some stuff here. So let's take a look at the latest weekend, which was September 1st through the 3rd. So this was weekend number 35 of the year, and you can see that Equalizer 3 was on top, making $34.5 million, which is very respectable. If you look at the amount of theaters compared to Barbie, it made more than 3 times as much as Barbie did, which means the theaters were full for the Equalizer 3. I've seen it once, and I will be going back to see it 2 more times. It's a really good movie. I'm going to go with my wife and with my father-in-law. Barbie's still making money. So is Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is scheduled to break possibly $1 billion worldwide, which would be incredible. So those are the 2 big surprise hits of the year: is Barbie and Oppenheimer. And we're going to look at yearly grosses here in a few minutes. But Barbie did come in number 2. Blue Beetle came in third at $7 million for the weekend, and you can see that it's in 3,300 theaters. That is a 500 theater drop. They obviously had to make room for Equalizer 3. And its total gross in the U.S. is $56 million. Gran Turismo is also out there. Its first weekend, I believe, and it made $6 million. Might be second weekend. It's made a total of $28 million. That one kind of came and went. It was on my radar. I was going to go see it. I just haven't had the time. I have seen Oppenheimer. I have seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know what Bottoms is. Meg 2. My wife and I are halfway through watching the first one. You can see all the typical stuff down here. It just trails down. It's nice to see Mission Impossible still out there. Should have made a lot more money than it did here in the U.S. But let's take a look at, total yearly numbers here. So here in the U.S., this again is just in the U.S. Let's see here. That isn't what I was looking for. Let's do worldwide. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. So you can see that Barbie is the number 1 film of the year. It beat out Super Mario Brothers movie, and that movie did phenomenally well. But Barbie is number 1. It's made $612 million domestically, which is now Warner Brothers' biggest hit ever. And foreign, it has made $771 million, which brings it up to its almost $4 billion. Super Mario was also right around that same number. Oppenheimer is getting close to breaking $1 billion. They do expect it to break $1 billion in its run. Guardians of the Galaxy is number 4. It's pretty much done. The rest of these are pretty much done with their run at theaters. It is disappointing to see Indiana Jones so far down, but it is also over as well. You got John Wick 4, Transformers, Ant-Man. There's only a handful of these I haven't seen. I haven't seen Barbie. I haven't seen Fast X, The Little Mermaid, Elemental. I'm going to check out Elemental and Little Mermaid on Disney+. The rest of these, I've seen a lot of them. So that's where we stand. Sound of Freedom has also made a splash here in the U.S., which is interesting. All right, so let's see here. So that's what we have for this week. Now, Monday's numbers, let's take a look at what Monday's numbers were. So this is as of September 6th. You can see, let's take a look at They're not letting me filter this the way I wanted to. But, like I said, there we are for this week. We've got some pretty good movies up there. If you haven't been out to the theaters, go out and check some of this stuff out. And I will be back next week with I'm going to continue to do these box office updates. I've been tied up doing this shooting cabinet that I am taking a big break from until my guns show up. So I will be definitely on top of the videos and be able to continue to do these box office updates as well as the TV show and movie updates. We will see you guys on the next video.